Welcome everyone to the 50 something Dasher channel, and in today's video I want to talk about an order that I received today that had, when I took a look at a couple of the things here, a couple major red flags, and I wanted to go over those things with you and what I saw in this order that scared me half to death. And then the things that I do in order to protect myself, because I've always got in the back of my head that I'm going to deliver to a customer that's going to try to steal, and of course we all know how it goes. The dasher gets the contract violation, and you have to submit your evidence that, hey, no, I did do everything that I was supposed to do. But even still, is we all know that if you get enough of these in a short amount of time, you can get deactivated. So it's extremely important every single dash to keep aware of these things, be mindful that these things can happen, and do everything that you can in order to protect yourself while you're out there dashing. Okay, so this is the order in question from today. It was a double target shop, and I apologize, but I must not have gotten the initial. I usually take a screenshot when I first get to the store of the breakdown of the items, and on this particular order I forgot to, for whatever reason. But you can still clearly see. Now, this is my end of shopping screenshot. Total items 8. You see here customer A 5 items. Okay, so it's customer B, the one with 3 items. Okay, because 8 minus 5 is 3, right? Okay, customer with 3 items that there's a question. Okay, so next screenshot here. I delivered to the first customer, and then here's the screen I see for delivery to the second customer. Now, before I even mention it, do you see a problem here with this screenshot? It's right here on the order details. Order B, 1 item. No, there was 3 items, not 1. Okay, so major red flag number 1 right here. I don't know if, I don't know what the situation here is. Did the customer cancel a couple of the items? There was nothing, no problems when I checked out at the register with the 3 items. I shopped the 3 items, the cashier scanned them, I paid, got my receipt, walked out of the store, went to deliver to the first customer. I was unaware of anything until that first drop off. And then I see here this screenshot that's saying it's just 1 item. Now, there was another screen, and I should have taken a screenshot of this as well, but there was if I went to another screen, it said 3. It still said 3. So one screen in the DoorDash app still said 3 items, but this delivery screen said 1. I mean, either way, red flag. Okay, so I go to deliver, and these are I talked about it in the previous video that I did, with the titled the same as this video is going to be titled. If you go back and watch that, I talk about my copy and paste messages, and I send these on all of my hand to customer orders. Okay, so I pull up to the customer and I send my first copy and paste message. Hello, this is Joe, your dasher. I've arrived with your order, now getting out of my car to deliver. Okay, so I go up to the front door, ring the doorbell, nobody's coming to the door. So I stand there and wait. And another thing I do is, before I take screenshots like this, you see how I wait until I get these timestamps below each message. So, like, for instance, at one point when I first said this, it would have said deliver now, or delivered now, I should say. And then I keep this arrow at the top here. I'll keep backing out and going back into the messages until I get the timestamps that I want before I take my screenshot, if that makes sense. Because I want it, and then of course the time on my phone in the top left corner. So this screenshot documents all of the exact times in one picture here. So this would have been 8:22 then when I sent that message. Then when the customer didn't come to the door, you see here I waited 2 minutes um, to drop the order off. I normally would wait maybe a minute or two longer than that, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. But the thing is, it was freezing cold outside. I'm not going to, it's like 10 degrees or whatever it was. So I'm not going to stand outside that customer's front door for 5 minutes in 10-degree weather, freezing my tail off. So I waited 2 minutes. I took the picture and immediately sent my other message that I sent. Order delivered. Thank you for placing your DoorDash order today. Okay, and then what I did was I backed out of the customer's driveway and I parked on the street, and I would usually it just depends on the situation. Sometimes I might wait like 30 seconds to a minute to close out an order. This one, because it had two red flags here. It had the where it was just saying to deliver one item. And then red flag number 2 was the customer was not coming to the door for this item. Okay, so there's a second red flag. I got 2 red flags. I'm waiting, as you see here, 3 full minutes before I close out this order and move on back to my zone. And the reason for that is let's just say that this was a customer trying to steal, and they return the 2 items in the system, and then they're going to claim that they never received the 1 item and report it not being delivered. Well, from my standpoint, some dashers still take pictures on hand to customer message. I don't do that. I send the messages. And the thought process here is, okay, I've documented everything here with these messages. So that I arrived there. Sorry about that notification, folks. And then I dropped it off at the door, and order delivered, and 3 minutes goes by where, if let's just say the customer really and truly didn't get their order, well, in that 3 minutes time there should have been a message from them saying, oh, hey, wait a minute, Dasher, no, I didn't get my order. Okay, and then you go, but I gave them ample time here, 3 minutes, there's no message. This, as far as I'm concerned, this right here proves that I delivered it. Okay, and then I've got something to fall back on if I were to get a contract violation, for this particular order today, I didn't get one. Okay, and then I close out the order. Now, red flag number 3 would have been if this would have been a 0 tip order, and then I would have really and truly been expecting a contract violation. But we go to the last screenshot here, it wasn't. The customer left a $3 tip on that. But anyways, and then I, at that point, and like I said, I closed out the order and then just moved on with the rest of the dash. But again, classic example here on those hand to customer orders. This right here was a classic example of an order that was very suspect and had multiple red flags. And I took the steps that I needed to do, just in case and just to be safe. And if even if you don't do the like kind of like the exact steps and the way that I do it, still you whatever method you want to use, whether it's taking pictures or body camera or whatever the case, you want to whatever you choose to do, you want to do something to where you're backing yourself up here in case of the customer does steal and you get a contract violation. But anyway, that's it for this video today. Hope this was helpful. And thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.